Yay! She did it!
I got it.
Today we're going to take a first look and first ride review of the brand new Royale GT S9 Black Edition by Mobot. So fans of the channel will recognize this is a similar looking folding bike to the same one that my wife started riding a few months ago. So here we go. We're here with Tunchan actually. Hi Tunchan.
Hi everyone.
So this is Tunchan's beautiful bike here. She's actually got the same bike, but this is the 6-speed edition, and she's got a really cool kind of like purplish blue kind of color. So if you haven't seen our first introduction video with this bike, go check it out. But so my new bike here is basically the same edition, but there's a couple new upgrades, and this one actually has 9 speeds instead of 6. It has a different handlebar, so we'll be talking about all of that in today's video. We've also got a lot of questions asking about how this bike has been handling for the last few months, and so far we haven't had any problems. We're really enjoying the bike, and we'll be making a more dedicated long-term review video coming up here soon. We're really excited to be able to both ride the same bikes together now, so that way I can give my impressions about the bike while riding it and also showing it in front with Tunchan on the same kind of bike. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with today's video.
Let's go.
Let's go. So here we go. This is the brand new Royale GT S9. I've got the black edition here, but they've got a bunch of cool different colors. So just some basic information before we begin. This is a 3-way folding bike system. You can see the rear wheel folds underneath just like this. So actually the bike can stand up really conveniently. All right, so first things first, let's show you guys how this bike actually folds up. So let's get it back into its normal position. It just kicks out like this. So when you're riding it, we'll just be riding like this. We get off, we want to get on the train or something. We've got a little latch down here, and this wheel will fold out underneath. And the really nice thing about this position is you can just walk around with it. You don't have to do anything else. So actually, when I bring it in my house, this is about as much as I fold it down. I don't bother folding it down much more than this because it's just quick, easy access. When I'm ready to ride, just kick it out, we're ready to go. But if you need to fold it down even more, so for example, you get on the train, we want to fold this pedal back here because this part's going to fold over, and it has little levers here. So we undo each of these, and then the wheel is ready to fold. So I've actually got the bag still attached. It can still fold with the bag attached, which is really nice. So it just latches onto that wheel there. We've got the same latch system here for the handlebar. So this just unscrews, and then that'll fold down and just lock into position right there. And you can also walk with the bike in this position. So sometimes I do it like this as well. And the last thing to do, of course, is just pop your seat post down to the very bottom. And there, the bike is locked, ready to go. So you can carry it onto the train if you need to. One of the other nice upgrades about this bike is it comes with detachable pedals. So the previous model, we had the folding pedals, but this one, you see, we push here and we can detach the pedal. It's just a quick release like that. And it'll pop into this holder here right below the saddle. So we can do the same thing with the other one. And we've got both pedals on here, which is quick and easy storage. Another upgrade we got this time is one of the bags that's designed for this bike. So this is really convenient. We're actually carrying all of our different camera equipment in here today. So here's our case for our gimbal, and it comes with a shoulder strap so you can carry it with you when you go. So let's actually do that real quick. Let's pop out the shoulder straps. Let's close the bag, pretend we're going to work. Then we just push this little lever down here. The bag will pop off and we're good to go. So let's use this nice little shoulder strap. La-di-da. So here's what the bike looks like completely folded down. Really small profile. And yeah, this is just about as small as it gets. So very cool. All right, so let's put this back together and then we'll take a look at the rest of the components. But first things first, can Tunchan do the opening? Can she do the unfolding?
Yeah.
No problem?
No problem.
No problem, okay.
I think.
I think.
I think.
Okay, here we are with the bike unfolder, Tunchan.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start with the seat post. So this is not the original seat post that comes with this bike. I had to get a special extender rod because I'm really tall. I'm like 183 centimeters. So this is actually the default seat post that comes on this bike. It's got a bunch of nice measurements on here, and Tunchan's riding it basically at the maximum height. It's a perfect height for her, but unfortunately I'm quite tall, so I needed a little bit longer of a seat post. And the type of seat post, it actually attaches directly to the rails of the saddle, which is really convenient. So I had to get this little extension here, but if you're a shorter rider, you won't have to deal with that, fortunately. I think Tunchan's about 170 centimeters tall. The nice thing about this though is I can just set my position on the top and we can just open the bottom part. It actually has a bumper down at the bottom, so I can just pull it all the way to the max height, and I never have to worry if I'm setting it at the right height or not, because it'll automatically be my normal position. All right, step one. Step two.
Step 2.
Let's unfold the handlebar. And this is another upgrade we did this time. I switched to the flat handlebars. This gives you a bit of a lower profile, and for me, I'm a former racer. I like my position really low, so I wanted to go with the flat style handlebar, and they give you the option of the flat style handlebar, or you can get the riser handlebar like this one. So Tunchan, she likes the more upright position, so she likes these riser bars, but for me, I'm all about getting aero, you know? All right, Tunchan's ready to go with the unfolding. So we pop that one forward, we got to twist the wheel around, and then she's gonna lock this ring on here. So really easy system, anyone can do it. You don't have to tighten it down too insanely hard. And that's pretty much it, it's ready to go. What about the pedals? These are also labeled, so you're not gonna get them mixed up. This is the one for the right.
So easy.
So easy.
And
Okay, good job.
good job.
Good job.
Good job. So kantan, so easy. So kantan, no.
So kantan. Yeah, kantan means easy in Japanese. We normally speak Japanese together.
Okay.
Okay. 全部 open して.
Oh my god. 一番逆転の。
She's not really good at the kick. It takes a little bit of practice getting used to it. Otherwise, you just sort of spin the wheel. All right, 頑張って. You got this. No.
Oh no. Okay, one more time.
One more time. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, third time's the charm.
This time, okay?
Yay! She did it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Master.
good job. All right, so let's go over the rest of the features of the bike. Here we go, up on the handlebar, we've got a clean flat bar handlebar. This one controls the outside gears, the rear derailleur. We have 3 on the back for me. She has 2 on hers. And this one controls the internal hub. So a big thing with this is you gotta be careful with the internal hub. You wanna change this while you're not pedaling, whereas this one, you wanna change while you're pedaling. So just something to be careful about or mindful about. And I don't think I mentioned the color for this. So this is a black colored bike. And when you get really close, it's not just a simple black, it's more like a cosmic polished kind of black. And I really like this color. So you can't go wrong with a black color. Black matches with everything. And this is kind of the same finish that we have on Tuan's bike here. You can see you've got the sort of sparkling. So she has the much brighter colors. I really like her frame. But both of these colors match really well together, I think. And for anyone who doesn't know, Mobot is a bicycle company based out of Singapore, and I believe the factories where they make the bikes are based out of China. And just for full disclosure, these bikes were sent over to us by Mobot for us to review and test out. We're not getting paid or forced to say anything. We're able to give our full and honest opinion, so if there's any problems with the bike, we'll definitely be telling you. But so far we haven't had any major issues. We're actually really impressed with the quality of the bikes and the quality of the components, especially for the price that you pay with them. This is the normal outer crank here. You can see all the cables are routed through here. So there are quite a few cables. It's routed on the inside and then it's routed up here. And everything is tied together, managed really cleanly, so you don't have to worry about that too much. The other nice thing about this bike, the same with the 6-speed edition, is it has the built-in fenders. So I really don't like riding my bikes in the rain, but when I have a fender set, I feel a little bit less guilty about doing it. The other cool thing with this bike is it does come with a built-in hand pump here in the rear triangle of the frame, so you can just pop it out, and there you go. So if you get a flat tire, you got a pump here. You can easily pump up your tires. Very cool. And here we go, this is the rear derailleur here. So we can see we've got 3 different cogs here on the back, 1, 2, 3. I like to keep it just in the middle for the most part. I don't really change this derailleur very much, and I just tend to shift with the internal gears as much as possible. If I'm going up a bigger climb, maybe I'll change that. This is the rear rack we've got on here. So it comes with some different wheels compared to the wheels on Tuan's bike. And I mean, they're not the greatest. Like if you're rolling on this rough kind of surface, it's not gonna be very smooth. So maybe you could get some nicer wheels, I'm not sure. But when you're on a smooth surface like this, it's not a problem. The tires have also changed on this model for me. I'm not sure if they've changed this on all their models, but you can see this tire has a little bit more grip on it. And it's got the brown sidewall here, which I really like. It looks really clean on these bikes. However, on Tuanchan's bike here, you see she's got the more street style tires. So far we haven't had any punctures yet or any problems. I'm not sure which one is more puncture proof, but I think we are gonna upgrade it to some Schwalbe Marathon tires, just so we have a little bit more peace of mind when we do some more bike touring with these bikes. These are the brakes here, everything in black matching the bike and looking really clean. Having no problems with the braking power on this, easily adjustable type. And this is the front rack mount here. So you can use, I believe, there's a whole bunch of different bags that are compatible with this. I think it's the same kind of system that Brompton uses. So if you have any of those bags, I think they should be fully compatible with this. The other thing to note with this bike, it is a 16-inch style wheel. And it is a little bit harder finding those size tires and tubes. We actually ordered some tubes a couple weeks ago. We're still waiting for them to come in. One more change is the type of saddle here. It's a slightly different material, slightly different position. I'm really comfortable with mostly any kind of saddle. I'm not too picky. I do like them to be semi-firm, so I'm really liking this saddle. The saddle that Tuanchan's bike came with is a little bit different, but they're both really firm and really similar position, so I haven't noticed too big of a difference between both of them. So I think maybe the newer models are switching to this saddle, perhaps, compared to this one, or maybe it's different between the level of the bike. So this is the 6-speed again, and this is the 9-speed. But yeah, overall, I think that's all of the main components on the bike, everything that I wanted to talk about. We're really enjoying the folding system. We're really enjoying the storability and just, yeah, easy to bring on trains and stuff. So we're planning to film some more cycling vlogs together, testing out these bikes on some trips, actually storing them, seeing how it works with everything. Out of the box, these bikes have been pretty great. This is the one customization I did make. I did put a sticker on here. This is my DK sticker. He's one of my teammates from back home in Michigan. Anyway, I think that's it with the bike overview. We're gonna switch to a ride video, a ride test, talking about the bike a little bit more. So let's continue on there. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, here we are. We're gonna continue our ride home. And Tuanchan, she's got the bag loaded on her bike. The cool thing about this bag is when you turn the handles, it doesn't change at all. So it's connected to the frame and not to the handles itself. So it doesn't affect your handling at all, which is really nice. And so I rode it on the way over here, and so she's gonna experience it riding the way back. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
So yeah, already I'm a big fan of the flat handlebars. I believe they call these the S handlebars, and the riser ones are called the M handlebars. So we're here, we found this new little neighborhood here, and it's actually my new favorite spot to film videos because it's so quiet, because no one comes over here. There's no car traffic, and there's very few people outside, so it's kind of spooky riding through here, though, as we're getting here in night. They've got some model homes here, and yeah, lots of new homes under construction. But yeah, so far, first impressions on the bike. I already have some experience riding the purple bike here, or the blue bike. Which color is it? I already have some experience riding with Tuan's bike here, so that's with the M handlebars, and already I can say for me, I definitely prefer the flat handlebars, which is kind of the opposite for Tuanchan, because she says she prefers the M handlebars. So I think it really just depends on what kind of rider you are. Do you prefer a more upright position, or do you prefer a more lower position? So for me, I've just been racing for so long. I'm really used to the lower position. I feel a lot more comfortable. I can get more power on the bike. So I feel a lot faster having this lower position. And the other big change for me was getting the longer seat post. So when I was riding her bike before, I really liked it for short trips, but I definitely felt a little bit tired on longer rides. And that was because I wasn't able to get a full extension. But since I've upgraded and I bought the new telescopic seat post, I'm able to get the full extension for my legs. So I have the same saddle height as my normal road bike, and I don't feel that fatigue anymore. I can ride this bike pretty long. So I think we're gonna be doing some nice long ride tests with it. And we've been testing a lot of folding bikes lately. So these are 16-inch folding bikes, and we have a set of 20-inch folding bikes as well. So we've been riding these quite a bit, And we're starting to get a sense of the differences in the different sizes, in the handling, in the comfort. So definitely with the 16-inch folding bikes, we've noticed you feel the bumps a lot more, basically. It's quite a bit less comfortable compared to the 20-inch bikes. With the bigger wheels, you roll over things a lot more smoothly. So that's of course gonna make sense. Like the smaller wheels, you're gonna feel those bumps a lot harder. And so in terms of rideability, I think we do prefer the 20-inch size bikes, or bigger wheel bikes for that matter. Of course, we're gonna prefer the road bike handling because bigger wheels are smoother, it's more comfortable. But from a practicality standpoint, like we want bikes that we can travel with, and it's not so bad that it's like really a deal breaker. It's just like a little bit less comfortable when you're going over bumps. But if you're riding on smooth roads, like where we are right now, it's pretty smooth, it's pretty comfortable for the most part. It's only when you hit those pretty hard bumps where you're gonna notice it, and hopefully you're not just riding on constant bumps. The other thing with this bike is it does flex a little bit. It's not as like stiff as other bikes that I'm used to. It's nowhere near as stiff as like my road bike, for example, but I mean, folding bikes, it's an unfair comparison to expect the same stiffness, I think, on most folding bikes. But it's nothing too bad. It's only when I'm like out of the saddle, standing up on a climb. If I'm in the saddle going up the climb, I don't really notice it too bad. So now that I'm in my normal full height position, it's not as big of an issue for me. Whereas before, when the seat post was a little too short for me, I was standing up on the bike a little bit more and I noticed the flex a little bit more. But yeah, the handling is quick compared to like a road bike, a full-size wheel bike. This thing turns really quickly. It's actually pretty fun if you get used to it. If you like the twitchy style bikes. These bikes do roll pretty fast. Like we're riding at pretty close to our normal, like casual riding speed. I haven't done any like super serious hard workouts on them yet, but I'll probably make a future video testing it out for like an actual like workout or speed kind of ride. But these bikes do get pretty, like surprisingly fast actually. Let's ask Chun-chan, how's the bag? Kanjiru? Kanjinai? Oh really?
Yeah.
She said she doesn't even notice the bag.
I can
ママチャリと比べたら全然違うね。Yeah, she's got a basket on her mamachari, her Japanese mamachari grocery bike, but that basket is connected to the handlebars. So you really feel it when you turn the handlebars. And yeah, we've got a fully loaded bag right now. It's loaded with a bunch of camera equipment. It's decently heavy and you don't even notice it when you ride. So that's really cool. I guess one of the other small complaints I have on this bike is the hub is really loud. So maybe you can hear it right now. And some people really like loud hubs. Some people like really quiet hubs. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't like too quiet of hubs, and I don't like too loud of hubs. But these ones, they're a little bit loud, but not too bad once you get used to it. One other important thing with these bikes is we got to decide on the names for these bikes. So I was thinking, since this is my new black bike and my original black road bike, Kurokun, we're unfortunately going to have to part ways as we make our move to Thailand here pretty soon. So I was thinking maybe this could be Kurokun version 2. Kuro means black in Japanese and kun is just like a casual suffix for like a friend. So this could be Kurokun version 2. Let me know if you guys have any name suggestions for my bike. All right, let's ask Chun-chan. Did you decide on a name yet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Taro-chan.
Taro-chan?
Yeah. Do you know Taro?
Taro imo?
Yes, Taro imo. Yeah. I love Taro tapioca.
Taro tapioca oishii ne.
Same, a little same color.
Same color? Okay.
I think Taro.
That's a good name, Taro-chan. Okay, so yeah, Taro imo is like the purple potato. It's really popular in Taiwan and decently popular here in Japan as well. This is a new building here. Whenever they build a new
Today
giant...
open.
Oh, so?
Yeah, today open.
Oh, today's the first open day.
Yeah.
So whenever they have a brand new giant building open on the street, it's just like insane traffic. This one's not too bad. When they opened the shopping mall here a few years ago, or the IKEA a few years ago, like traffic was just backed up for miles. This one is the opening day. What is this? Tokyo Interior. I've never actually been to this outlet. There's a couple of them over here. So today is opening day. Very cool. We've been seeing this under construction for a long time now. So we still got to decide on my name, but I think Chun's name sounds pretty good. I like it. Taro-chan. So we need a name that matches with Taro-chan. So maybe it has to stick with the Japanese name, Kuro-kun 2.
Kuro-kun 2. No.
No, not good?
You must make different name.
Different name.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll think about it. But yeah, so far, first impressions of the new bike, the new handlebars, everything's working good. Gonna enjoy the extra gears more than Chun-chan. I think she needs it more than I do. And yeah, enjoying the new flat handlebar. Definitely looking forward to testing out both of these bikes moving forward. We're gonna probably do some train trips here in Japan before we leave. Maybe go to Kyoto or something and try bringing the bikes on the train. And we'll see how that experience goes. Should be a lot easier than bringing our road bikes on the train. And yeah, these bikes just zip through town. Chung was saying they are a little bit heavy. She's a little bit tired compared to like riding her road bike. I think these bikes are about 13 kilograms or so. So compared to like a 7-8 kilogram road bike, it's almost twice as much. But yeah, we're excited to continue testing out these bikes. I think we're gonna finish up this video here. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks as always for watching. If you have any questions about this bike, leave it in the comments and we'll try and get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time here on Two Wheel Cruise.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.